Welcome to our retirement, folks.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Oh, what have I got here? I've got some notes here.
Have you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm still at it, aren't I?
Still scratching. Rubbing.
It hasn't gone completely yet,
No.
but it's not.
Definitely better.
Yeah, not as, anywhere near as red. Yeah. I mean, not many. I don't suppose there's that many people on our channel that are interested in football.
No. But you never know.
I was watching a match last night in Spain, Madrid match, and they had to take the players off because the fans started throwing cigarette lighters at goalkeeper.
What did he do to upset them?
Well, they scored,
Right.
and goalie taunted the fans.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So,
Don't.
no, what do you expect?
Yeah, don't
But apparently,
say they should throw things at him.
it wasn't Real Madrid fans, it was other teams' fans. The Madrid team, I can't remember, Socia, is it Socia Madrid? Their fans, some of them have a special name and they wear masks.
I won't let them in, would you? And I suppose if they've got the masks in the pockets, you don't know, do you?
Yeah, they won't have
them on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they can't be recognised, I suppose.
Yeah, yeah.
For causing trouble. But we're watching football on Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
And Pat, she, pretty Puritan Pat, used a word at one of the players, called him a T.
It used to be on the back of our camper.
Yeah, it did, yeah. I was so shocked.
Yes. And then I said something else later on, didn't I, about what was that? I can't remember. It wasn't a swear word, it was just...
that was getting very heated.
I was getting heated.
They wouldn't score.
No.
They kept missing.
Yeah. Yeah, they won't play now I wanted them to play. Not that I know about football. I don't. So you didn't watch what England match that were on last night then?
I don't know where you got that from.
Ah.
I looked at all channels.
And you couldn't see out?
Couldn't see a football match.
All right.
You said Leeds United were playing.
Yeah, I thought they were.
It was just all I could find was, it's like Match of the Day, but it's for lower divisions.
Okay. Right.
That's what we're on.
Oh.
Not a match.
Not a match.
Per se. I watch a farmer in America. It's quite interesting. And he used an expression that I haven't heard for a long time, TVO, which when I worked on farms, I think that's where I heard TVO. When I worked on farms, tractor vaporising oil.
Ah.
And apparently, TVO, it needs higher temperatures to burn. And some tractors had 2 tanks, one for petrol and one for TVO. And you started it up using petrol, but once it got hot, you switched it over to TVO.
Oh.
And TVO was much cheaper. I don't know whether it's called kerosene now. It might be kerosene. Now, they might not call it TVO now.
Right.
I haven't heard that expression for, well, since the 60s.
Right.
Not if you've ever heard it. There are people from America who watch us. You probably
No.
may be more familiar with it, but I don't think it's used much, that expression, in this country anymore.
No.
Yeah. Tell you what, and all, I recently I've heard a lot of people blaming baby boomers for all our wars.
Oh, really? We're getting blamed again, are we?
Yeah, we do get blamed, actually.
Yeah, we do.
For a lot of things, baby boomers. I don't know whether I like that expression like that.
No.
But it does. I suppose there's an expression for every generation nowadays, isn't there? Gen Z and Generation X, Millennials, all these categories. They blame us for the fact that young people can't get an house now.
Oh, right.
And I was thinking
It
about...
wasn't us that put prices up, was it?
Well, I mean, when we bought that house in Waddingham, told you about it when we moved from here, and I commuted for a year, stayed over a couple of nights while we were running the piano shop.
Yeah.
Here, and then eventually we rented it out and started again down there. You worked at the M place, and we distributed leaflets, and I worked for George delivering coal until we could establish another piano business down in Lincolnshire. And we bought that place. It had outbuildings, and we saw the potential for it to have workshops in it.
And extend the house.
Yeah.
Because it were only like 2 rooms.
Very tiny house,
tiny
really.
rooms.
Yeah.
And a galley.
A galley kitchen.
Well, it wasn't a kitchen, was it? It was just
really.
like a galley. And all it had in it were a sink at end. And she had a cooker stood on top of a wall, and this wall was where barrels used to live when it were a pub. And that were it, apart from an hole in the floor that went to a well.
30-foot well under the kitchen floor.
I nearly fell down.
Yeah, I know. We didn't know it was there.
We didn't know it was there.
Until we had a new floor laid, didn't we?
Yeah.
They had to cap it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was originally the Marquis of Granby pub before they built the one that's opposite it.
Like a little cottage type pub, wasn't it?
I don't even think the Marquis is still a pub now. I think
no, it's been
converted into a house, hasn't it?
I think so.
Something.
Yeah.
Shut down as a pub.
Weren't they going to build houses on its land?
Something. But yeah, when we decorated and scraped the walls, you could smell the pipe tobacco coming off the walls.
Yeah.
Really pungent. But anyway, that's by the by. What I was talking about
property prices.
Right. We bought it for £14,000. That was the maximum we could afford. Sounds ridiculous now.
Yeah.
14,000 quid. But it was, and we had to put £1,400 deposit on it, and then borrow the rest on a mortgage. And I can remember that mortgage going up to 15% interest. I think when we first borrowed it, it was £80 a month or something, and it went up to over 100, which were a massive increase in them days.
Yeah.
That we were paying. It sounds paltry now.
Yeah, but it were a lot of money, weren't it?
Yeah, but
because we weren't earning a lot.
No. But what happened during that, we lived in that house for 20 years, thereabouts. And during that 20 years, Margaret Thatcher deregulated the banks. And the banks were offering money to people. I don't know how many, I mean, prior to that, it was quite strict to how much you could borrow, you know, to buy a house. You couldn't just, I mean, when we were young.
You couldn't take into account
your
wages.
wage. If your wife worked, they won't take the wife's wage into account. So, and you had to, I believe you had to earn in a week whatever the monthly mortgage was. So if the mortgage was £100 a month, you had to earn £100 a week. And so there were strict rules about how much you could borrow, and whether or not they'd even lend you it. You had to have people to back you up and all sorts.
Yeah.
And then deregulation came in, and any Tom, Dick and Harry really could borrow money to buy an house, and far more than they could afford, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
And because it became so liberal, and credit cards, they came in, and people were buying all sorts of stuff on credit cards and all, more than one credit card. That's what forced all the prices. The value of our house just kept going up and up and up and up and up. Because they could ask what they want, because people could borrow what they want. They'd lend what anybody wanted.
I mean, we took our mortgage out on one of them where
it was an endowment. One of the old endowment mortgages, not a modern one.
Where it was supposed to, when you'd finished paying, it was supposed to pay it off
and give
you money back.
10 grand, it said.
And you worked it out one day, didn't you? And you said, this is not going to pay it off. It's not going to give us all back, but it's not even going to pay it off.
I don't know whether it was a 20-year mortgage that we took out. But
we paid it off anyway, didn't we?
I worked it out. Don't ask me how. I can't remember how I did it, but I worked it out, and I said to Pat, I don't think this mortgage, because it's like an insurance policy that pays off the mortgage at the end of the term. And I said, I don't think it's going to do it. So we...
you rang them up, didn't you?
I asked for a termination value, what it would cost to make it paid up. And I think it was 11 grand by that time. And I still owed 13 on it. It was ridiculous. Because I'd have paid off at capital sum. It was ridiculous. So I actually I'd saved 3,000 quid, and I used that to add to what the mortgage people valued it, the policy at that time, and paid it off. And that was when I was 50. So I paid it off when I was 50. But yeah, a lot of people blame the baby boomers. You had it so good. I mean, we had to endure. Yeah, we did. We had to endure massive increases in interest rates, and we were not the ones that were going out buying and borrowing willy-nilly. That forced the prices up. It wasn't our generation that did that. Yeah.
I mean, we didn't do hardly out for 20
years.
Did we?
No, we didn't. All we did was work.
We never went on holiday.
No, we never went on holiday.
I mean, you used to go down to Bideford.
Never went to
every year, didn't you? For a while.
For that thingy bob.
Yeah, for that. Oh dear, what did
Yeah,
they
there was
call
a
it?
church in Bideford, and I used to get a little mag they published, called it The Link. It was a little booklet of tracts, I suppose, what messages, if you like. And every year this church in Bideford had a rally over the weekend. And
A friend of yours used to go and he offered you a lift, didn't he?
yeah, he used to drive, did Brian.
Mm.
And I don't know whether I only went twice.
Yeah, 2 or 3 times.
You and I once went, we were travelling in the caravan. We had a really old caravan with gas lamps in it and that. And we called in while we were travelling. Yeah, well, that wasn't a very nice experience either.
No.
Yes, why am I talking about that? Yeah, because that was the only...
That was the only time you ever went anywhere, apart from when you worked in France.
Well, I worked in France, I hated that.
You paid for that. Every time you come home you were ill. The food didn't agree with you, did it, love?
Food didn't agree with me in France. Oh,
He's always had a dicky tummy, really.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, it's a wonder I'm still alive.
Yeah.
I'm dead man walking, really.
Oh,
yeah,
you
I still have trouble.
Yeah.
Never have peace for very long.
No.
There's always summer.
There's always something creeping up on you, isn't there?
Oh, especially with this old age business. I mean, I'm still 23 in here.
And I am.
This wretched
skeleton.
It's like an envelope that I'm in. It's slowly rotting away.
Slowly coming unsealed.
Sometimes you can smell it and all.
Oh dear. Never mind.
Anything
else?
Anything else? No, I think that's what
That's it. I've booked us another couple of days away in October.
In a hotel in October.
Yeah.
In Warwickshire.
Yeah.
Not in Warwick itself.
In Warwickshire.
In Warwickshire. Later.
I nearly had a panic yesterday because they sent him an email saying that his evening meal would be at 8 o'clock.
What?
What? I can't eat that
Cannot
late.
Eat at 8 o'clock at night.
Well, by the time you finished your meal, it'd be 9, and that is too late for our digestive system to digest it before we go to bed.
No way. So I had to email them anyway. They changed it to 6.
Yeah. Gives us a bit longer, doesn't
it? Yeah.
It's about as late as we do, really, isn't it? 6, sometimes 7.
Yeah. And it's chucking it down with rain.
Yeah.
But Pat and Tracy went and did a shop yesterday.
Yeah, we did.
You went to Primark and then not Primark. Or at Primark?
No, Matalan.
I get them mixed up. I get them mixed up, Primark and Matalan. And then you went to Asda, didn't you?
Yeah.
We were going to go to Marks and Sparks today to get a few bits and pieces, but...
We don't have to. It's throwing it down, so we're not bothering.
You might
we'll go when it's drier.
I cleaned the car on Saturday.
Oh. Yeah. Is that what did it?
That's what did it, yeah.
Started it off.
Yeah. I think I've got...
We got dirty glasses, love. You'll have to run them under hot water.
I will.
I will.
So, yeah. I don't think I've got anything else to say. I brought you up to date. We couldn't do a video yesterday because it was busy.
It was.
In the kitchen.
A bit busy down here, weren't we?
Yeah.
We were.
All right. Okay, folks.
Yes?
No, I'll leave it until tomorrow. I can't remember their name.
Okay.
That's it. I'll try and get the name tomorrow.
Right.
Okay. See you tomorrow. All being well,
Bye.
folks. Bye.